Hello everyone, welcome to College Dunia Study Abroad. My name is Anshika and today I have some advice for people who are taking their first flight to the US in fall 2023. This advice is for people who have already flown or next 2-3 weeks may going to fly. So my first advice would be regarding the flights. And for that I would suggest कि पहले अपना उस website पे जाके whatever you flight you find, make an account with the flight. This will help you join the loyalty programs, which in turn will help you gain points or miles on wherever you fly. मैंने एक बहुत बड़ी गलती की थी कि मैं एयर इंडिया से फ्लाई की थी but I just booked it without making an account. और मैंने इतना from India to US I flew with it, so I traveled a lot of miles with them but I never got any points for it because I didn't make an account. So book flights only after you make an account with them. The best airlines to travel these days is I think Emirates और Qatar. उनका loyalty program भी काफी अच्छा, but they mostly have connecting flights. Direct flight options are United and Air India. Both of them are nice, comfortable. I think Air India is doing pretty good. When I traveled, they offered one extra baggage for students, but I think Air India का policy होता है 2 bags of 23 kgs each. Plus one for if you're a student. I don't know what it is currently, but for American flights like United, the limit is just one bag of 23 kgs. You would have to pay for another bag. And after traveling internationally, if you want to take domestic flights from one port to the other, make sure that you know कि यहाँ के domestic flights में check-in bags are paid, so you don't be in panic or something कि $40-50 हम एक check-in bag के लिए दे रहे हैं. So book flights before and check what it costs to have a check-in bag if you're traveling domestically. And Southwest is one option that gives you 2 free check-in bags of 23 kgs. And to make the long flight, I think 16-17 hours की flight होती है, I would say carry light on your carry-on. You get a lot of food to eat while on the flight. बहुत सारी drinks or snacks free होते हैं, so I don't think you need to carry a lot of food with you while like in the carry-on. Have a nice neck pillow with you so that you can sleep comfortable. Also remember to move around. Usually लोग के पैर swell up हो जाते because it's a really long flight and you're just sitting all the while. Your body hurts, so I would recommend going around the flight 1 or 2 times whenever you find some time or feel tired. And when you land in the US, there is one thing a lot of people fear, that is the immigration. So as you enter, it's much easier than visa, but first time होता है, so I know people are scared. So just to be prepared, keep your I-20 and passport. While you are on the flight, they'll give you a custom declaration form which you need to fill. उसमें general questions होते हैं, do you have any feeds or anything that can, an agent that can bring some disease or anything of that sort, so you mostly have to say no. They also ask you if you got cash more than $100,000, then you have to report it. Also you need to report your valuable items, whatever you carry and what it costs. So just put an approximate. It's okay if it's not correct, or it's okay if you just plan to skip it. And when you come to the US, they usually ask you to, like, they check you, the immigration, everybody is stopped at the immigration, and they ask you some basic questions कि कौन सी university जाना है, how you planning, like if your port of entry is very different from where your university is, they would cross question you probably that why did you travel to this place or whatever, but have good reasoning with you. And yeah, if you've given the visa appointment, I think this would be easy. And then at the airport, have some cash for the trolley. I think it's $4 to $8 depending on which airport you land. The cart that you take is not free here in the US, and with 2 or 3 bags in your hand, I don't think it would be easy for one person to carry it. So carry some cash to just take the trolley. An Uber or a Lyft is easy to find from an airport, although it's expensive. An airport trip would typically cost around $50 to $60 depending on how much distance you're traveling. Also, most airports have Wi-Fi, so if you don't have an internet or if you don't have like an international SIM card, then don't worry, you'll be okay at most of the international airport. Yeah, I would recommend buying an international pack for yourself while you come, like just for 3-4 days before you buy a SIM card. And coming to SIM cards, I'd say Mint Mobile, AT&T, T-Mobile, there are a lot of options available. You can order any SIM beforehand from India and then just activate it when you reach the US. Also, it's advisable to join family plans, like 2 or 3 friends can get together, तो उससे तुम्हारा cost बहुत कम हो जाता है. Typically costs like $20 to $30 for a really great plan by good providers like AT&T. So I think the cheapest option is Mint Mobile, but there is a limit on the data that you can use. It's 15 GB per month, but I think college में सबके Wi-Fi होता है, so you don't need a lot. But yeah, I think typically $15-20 is the approximate cost for a month. Okay, now coming back to the airport ride I was talking about the food. So a typical DoorDash or a Grubhub would cost you $10-20 for a small meal. I would advise against it. Learn to cook some basic meals and you could save a lot. I think a McDonald's pay, if just a burger and fries and a Coke would cost you $15, which is, I think, a lot. और यहाँ का tipping culture is one thing that it's not there in India. So typical 10-15% is what people expect that you will tip. It's not always necessary, but if you have the money, then you can give. College towns usually don't look down upon you if you don't tip, but if you go to big cities, people will usually like look at you as you did something really wrong if you don't tip them. And for the money, I'd say carry a Forex card. It's a prepaid card, although it has a conversion fee and everything. But for the first few weeks, I think it's good before you can open a bank account and get a debit card here in the US. Cash for the initial weeks, I would say $500 to $600 would be good enough. A lot of places don't accept Forex card, so then you can pay cash, but I personally don't like carrying dollar bills, so I just used my Forex card at most places and I kept, I think, $300 in cash with me. So you can go buy groceries and everything. One grocery trip will cost you approximately $30, and with that you can cook for around a month, so you can avoid ordering from outside. Okay, then a lot of students ask about the fee payment. How can the fees be paid? The college fees a lot, so you cannot get that much money and then from transferring from India to US or getting a loan and then transferring it is again a hassle. But I think most colleges will have an international payment option. My college used Flywire for the fee, so you just have to go to the bank account where you have your money and then you just need to fill some documents. They give you the exact things to fill in, and then with the money and some conversion rate which the bank would typically put in, you can pay the fee from India as well. And yeah, I think that is all I have for people who are coming for fall 23. And yeah, as you're flying to a new country, a new place, I would say be safe, be aware of your surroundings. Just keep your friends informed, or any family you have here locally, about where you are, because there are a lot of crimes that people don't know about, and it's always good to be aware and keep everybody informed about what you're doing. So that was it from my side. Thank you so much. Bye bye.